Welcome to our video on time zones with JavaScript. Time zones refer to the 24 I/O clock used to divide the world into 24 regions, each representing a 1 hour offset from Coordinated Universal Time (UTC). This means that different locations have their own unique time zone, which affects how we display and work with dates and times. So, why do time zones matter in JavaScript? Well, when working with dates and times, it's essential to consider the time zone of your users or the data you're processing. If not handled correctly, this can lead to incorrect date and time formatting, which can cause issues in various applications. Let's cover some key concepts related to time zones. The first is Coordinated Universal Time (UTC), which serves as a reference point for all time zones. Then there's the offset, which represents the difference between your local time zone and UTC. Finally, we have the time zone itself, which includes the offset and other information. Now let's talk about formatting dates and times. We'll use the Intl.DateTimeFormat API to achieve this. This API allows us to create a date and time formatter based on a specific locale or time zone. When working with time zones, it's essential to consider the offset between your local time zone and UTC. We'll use the date object to work with dates and times in different time zones. To internationalize your application, you need to consider different locales and time zones. We'll use the Intl.DateTimeFormat API and other API like Navigator, Language and Intl number format to achieve this. Let's put our knowledge into practice with the real-world scenario. Imagine we're building a web application that needs to handle dates and times for users across different time zones. When working with time zones, it's easy to make mistakes. Let's cover some common ones and how to avoid them. Let's recap what we've learned about time zones in JavaScript. We covered key concepts, formatting dates and times with the Intl.DateTimeFormat API, working with time zones, internationalization, practical examples, and common mistakes. To further improve your skills with time zones in JavaScript, try experimenting with different API and techniques. You can also practice working with dates and times using the Intl.DateTimeFormat API. Thanks for watching our video on time zones with JavaScript. We hope you now have a better understanding of how to handle different time zones, format dates and times correctly, and use the Intl.DateTimeFormat API.